I also have been seeing so much about this conformity gate theory for Stranger Things. I'm pretty sure it's just like a mysterious episode that people are like expecting to drop, but I don't think it did. I don't think it did. I think people are just wanting a different ending and they're coping. And I guess this conformity gate theory was like what they expected to happen in this like episode that never got released, aka that's not gonna be released. I don't even. There's so many games with this. Like, it's Game of Thrones. Game of Thrones, everyone's like, this shit fucking sucks. I'm done. Stranger Things, though, they're like, half the people are like, this ending fucking sucks. I'm coping. There's going to be another one. Like, girl, it's over. It is so over. It is signed, sealed, delivered. If they had multiple episodes to choose from, they chose the one that they thought was going to be the best. Like, there's no point to release an ending to a entire franchise and then be like, just to appeal the fans, here's this episode. Like, I'm so sorry. So hopefully this is a reliable source today. Today news. Is that what this is? News today? Today. So I'm gonna figure out what the fuck conformity gate theory actually is, and share my humble opinion that no one asked for about it. Okay, so a group of Stranger Things fans are not ready for the story to be over. The viral theory, dubbed Conformity Gate on social media, proposes there is still one more episode left on the blockbuster Netflix hit beyond the 2-hour series finale that was released on New Year's Eve. I didn't know it was 2 hours. I knew it was in the theaters, but what? I read what happens in the episode. Like, does that really take 2 hours? Interesting. Well, fans believe that the real final episode will be released by Netflix on January 7th. It is currently the 9th. Nothing has been released. To wrap up the story that ended in episode 8 of season 5, titled The Right Side Up. Also, it has the perfect name to end the series. I don't know why you think they're going to make another episode. They think there is an episode 9 that ends the series with a different storyline. Here's what to know about the online theories. What is Conformity Gate? I don't know. That's why I'm on here. Um, okay, spoiler alert, spoiler alert. The epilogue to episode 8 of the final season shows the longtime group of friends in fictional Hawkins, Indiana, graduate from high school and play a game of Dungeons and Dragons together like they did in the show's first season. Each character is then shown enjoying a happy ending to their individual story, from the romance between Lucas, Caleb McLaughlin, and Max Sadie Sink, continuing to Dustin, thriving in college, to Will, no snap, living with a boyfriend in New York. Why is no one talking about that? I did not see that. Fans labeled the ending Conformity Gate because it represented a fictionless, conformist ending rather than embracing the show's themes of breaking with the norm and defying external expectations. Why do Stranger Things fans believe there is another episode? Fans have gone down the rabbit hole with lengthy TikTok explainers. That was your first mistake right there. People are just gonna be crazy on TikTok, and that's biggest conspiracy theories is on TikTok. And videos of scenes from the show's 5 seasons edited together to back up their theories. I can literally make up anything right now and just find little bits and pieces if I knew the show well enough to back up my claim. Like, I can make up something and, like, as I'm making it up, be like, okay, well, then that means this because of this in the show, and then I can have that as my backup. Like, girl, calm down. Take a pill. Take a pill. It's over. Just rewatch the whole thing. I don't know. Like, it's over. It is completely done. Um, A theme behind the theories is that the happy endings for everyone were all an illusion created by the monstrous Vecna, the show's main villain. A humanoid that first appeared in season 4, Vecna was an originally human Henry Krill, who was sent to an alternative dimension by the powers of 11 and became a monster. Fans have pointed out that all the students portrayed in the Hawkins graduation scene are sitting with their hands folded. They have likened the pose to one Krill. Wait. Likened the pose to one Krill once made before he became Vecna, as well as the character Billy Hargrove when he was controlled by Vecna in season 4. Okay, we have a tweet. The conformity gate theory is absolute madness, and I desperately want it to be true, but if it comes true, I'm emotionally done. Or we're just becoming Joyce buyers. Yeah, we're all just becoming Joyce buyers and just psyching ourselves out. Okay, let's look at this. Okay. That's a GIF. I thought it was a video. Get out my email. They are all sitting like Henry and Billy when he was possessed. I think that's just how you sit. That is just how you sit. This person is not sitting like that. You don't sit in a chair with your hands just dangling to your sides like a aloof. You kind of properly, you put your hands in your lap. Even if you put your leg up like this bitch, your hands are still going to be in your lap. Girl, everyone in this town is doing that. That's how you sit down. That's how you sit down. This is the only person right here, microscopically, that is doing something different. But you can also say, oh my God, he's controlled too because his hands are doing that. That's how you hold yourself. That's how the human body holds itself while sitting. How else are you sitting? Are you like what? Are you a fucking freak? That's how you sit. And yes, they're standing in these two photos like that. Then how does that back up your theory if everyone's sitting with their hands touching? Oh, boo-hoo. Well, these bitches were standing, and these are the original. Oh, they're possessed. Why aren't they standing up on the left? Just because they put their hands together like this? They're possessed? His hands aren't even intertwined with each other. Henry's hands aren't even intertwined. This photo down below, I can tell by the image he is moving his hands. So this is probably like a 0.1 second of his hands doing this. And you're just assuming that everyone's possessed because he was possessed while putting his hands together and standing there. Are you dumb? Okay, that's funny, I guess. It's supposed to be funny. X a lie. That is a reach. Woof. Okay, the ambiguous ending for 11, one of the show's primary characters, has also left fans divided over whether she died or not after defeating Vecna. Sink, who plays Max, has a clear position on it. I saw this clip on her talk show. She basically went on I think Jimmy Fallon, correct me if I'm wrong. Sadie Sink did, and she was like, yeah, I think she's dead. And to me, if you guys really analyze that clip, she's like, it's the end of the story. It's the end of his story. It's the end of Mike's story. If you're going to theorize, take that information. She said, it's the end of Mike's story. Not everyone else's, specifically Mike's chapter. And we have these books or whatever. So these other books can open up. There can be more characters. Mike's story with everyone here, even if we don't see the same characters again, all these characters are part of Mike's journey, his story. His book is closed, she said. And she said it so alluding, and no one seems to be dissecting that like me. Maybe I'm Joyce Byers. Hey, conformity gate theorist right here. But I think there's just going to be different series within the universe, not following the same characters. Mike was the first, and his whole story was told. His entire story was told. So anyways, another image pushed by fans is the Dungeons and Dragons binders owned by the main characters lined up on the shelf to read X a lie, which they think means that Vecna being beaten in Dimension X was a lie. However, on the show, it looks more like Exile, which has no meaning. Exile. The speculation over the episode being released on January 7th comes from multiple sources. Netflix released a cryptic teaser on Christmas saying, "Your future is on its way," with the date of January 7, 2026, leading Stranger Things fans to thinking something big was coming, even though it's not indicated in the video. I'm pretty sure that was just like, what, the Dead by Daylight update or something? They like redid all the characters, and then they made my character, Nancy, look like fucking, what's that bitch from Divergent? It looks like, I want to say Trisha Paytas. No. Not, her name is Beatrice Shailene Woodley. The Dead by Daylight, there's so many names going through my head. The Dead by Daylight Nancy looks like Shailene Woodley. You can't tell me I'm wrong, and you can only tell me I'm right. So that's it on that. So yes. Yeah, the number 7 also has meaning on Stranger Things because a die with the number 7 facing up can be seen at the end of the final episode to the right of a Stranger Things player manual. Noah Schnapp's character also rolls a 7 while playing Dungeons and Dragons in the show's first episode in the first season. Is there a new episode coming? Netflix, well, it's the 9th. Nothing's happening. I saw that Netflix crashed because so many people were anticipating them dropping something, that so many people were using the app, it crashed and nothing came out. So lose, to be honest. No Netflix, no Stranger Things. Yes. So all episodes of Stranger Things are now playing. The bio reads, Schnapp, who plays Will Byers, also spoke with The Hollywood Reporter about the end of the show. Quote, "I remember crying a lot at the final table read," he said. They had us read it for the first time all together, and I just think it was perfect. They really left nothing more to be told. Once I wrapped, I felt it was time to let Will go, he continued. Now I've really made peace with it, and especially sharing these final episodes with the fans, the fact that these stories have been told and the journeys are done, even though the story is over, I'll take with me the lessons I've learned. I'm going to take the relationships with me forever, and I just hope the show can have a lasting positive impact. It's over, babes. It's over. For the final season, the streaming giant released the first 4 episodes on Thanksgiving and the next 3 on Christmas and the final installment on New Year's Eve. Honestly, really smart. However, there is more coming out about season 5. Netflix released a trailer on January 5th for a documentary called One Last Adventure that will give a behind-the-scenes look at the making of the final season. The documentary starts streaming on January 12th. We have a couple of days. Twin brothers Matt and Ross Duffer, who created Stranger Things in 2016, were asked by the UK site Capital Buzz on January 5th about theories that there is one more episode or an alternative ending that they shot and did not release. "Oh, no," Matt Duffer said. "I love when I hear people do that, but I'm like, how do we have the time?" Oh my God, the energy to A, write it, and then B, shoot it. Are you crazy? No. While there is no indication of any secret episodes of Stranger Things, the Duffer Brothers teased a spin-off of the show in January 1st interview with Variety. Matt Duffer said they will introduce completely new characters, new town, new world, new mythology. Exactly what I'm saying. Sadie Sink said it in that interview. No one's talking about that. Mike's story is done. There is new characters. They're going to just put new characters in the same universe, bro. Oh my God. Matt Duffer said they will introduce complete. Yeah, blah, blah, blah. There also is a Stranger Things animated spin off called Tales from 85 set to come out in 2026. So we're going to get a lot of Stranger Things content, guys. So don't worry. Yes, these characters that we've following for years and years and years, they're cooked. They're done. We love them, but their stories are wrapped up. They are the founding fathers. It's on to the next best thing. It's on to. I would love to have the younger cast be like the new cast, but I don't think they're even going to do that because, once again, that's all part of Mike's story and journey. Where they all leave off, that's where it's ending. I'm so sorry. I don't want to see fucking Will Byers and his boyfriend like heated rivalry in fucking New York or LA or whatever the fuck it said. I don't want to see it. So yeah, speaking of heated rivalry, baby, 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 so sexy. But anyways, that is it about that.